Hi, my name is Allie. I am a junior at Ralston Valley High School. 2 years ago, I went on the San Francisco trip with Arvada Covenant's high school ministry. We had to go walk around the park, this big park, and our task for the day was to find somebody who needed help, who needed just anything, and I think we had like $20, and so there's all these homeless people sitting in the middle of the park. We walked up, and I don't even remember what we said, but we ended up sitting down. It was probably one of the scariest things I've ever done. And we sat down with them and we started talking. There was one guy named Sammy, and then John. So he had a boombox on one shoulder and like a little bag of clothes on the other, or something in his bag, you know, just like essentials, like the bare essentials. And there was something more to him than the most successful person in anywhere. There's something so real, something so humbling about meeting him that I think he's just very special. Before the San Francisco trip, I grew up with God in my life. I went through the motions. From a young age, I was told to believe about God, believe in God, and that He was real. And I never truly saw, and I never truly had a reason to believe that God was real until this trip. And it completely changed my perspective on, I mean, it gave me a perspective, honestly. I didn't have a perspective before. After the trip, it gave me a perspective on God. It showed me how God was present in my life, and I just, something clicked. I don't know what, but I just know, I knew after that trip that God was present in my life and He was doing amazing things. I think lately, especially after the trip, I mean, it's been 2 years since the trip, which is a really long time, but I've definitely gone through times where it's hard to believe. There's some things that have happened in my life and my friends' lives that it's like, why would a God so great and a God so almighty like do terrible, you know, let terrible things happen to people. And I think when I start questioning God, I think it's important to question God, and I think when I do start questioning God, it all turns back to like I look back on the mission trip, and we have our journals that we looked through that we made. We had journal wars, and I looked through the journal, and it just reminds me that I don't know why bad things happen in life, and I don't know why we go through dark times, and I don't know why we have to question God. But I do know that there's so much good in the world, and I think the San Francisco trip showed me that there's so many people in this world that are amazing and wonderful and brilliant, and I think that's where I find God, is just in people, and that San Francisco trip really taught me that.